Don't make the common mistake of leaving any of these 9 things in your checked luggage when boarding a cruise. A couple of these items just may surprise you. We've seen it again and again. Standing in line to check into our next cruise, and someone claims that their paperwork and passport is actually in the luggage that they just checked with the baggage porter an hour before. Well, seeing that you need your passport or ID, or even some kind of proof of purchasing the cruise, you would probably see how this would be a huge mistake or oversight to someone trying to board a cruise. Today, I review a list of 9 common things that we never leave in our checked luggage. Think about this. When it comes to packing for a cruise, it's easy to get carried away and throw just about everything into your checked luggage. I mean, it sounds just so easy to leave your luggage in a pile with the porter and wait for your stuff to be delivered straight to your cabin, right? But there are things that can and will go wrong with that. Kirk and I have been on dozens of cruises and seen some of the craziest things. Could you really put up with the risks of having some of the things that you need and not having them? So, number 1 on the list, it's already been stated, your passport, your ID, basically your most important paperwork, which could include your wallet, your ID, your everything. We have literally seen people say that they pack these important documents into their suitcase. Now what? Those people certainly would not be able to board the ship and would probably have to wait until someone finds the suitcase. What a waste of a day. Maybe you'll be able to sit around and wait, maybe not. Kirk and I have also seen luggage that was unclaimed for the entire duration of a cruise, just sitting behind guest services. Maybe the luggage would have a great cruise. Also, if you end up not being able to board, how would you manage without your ID or your wallet? I think that this would be the biggest nightmare, and I hope that it never happens to you. Number 2, along with the passports, ID, insurance papers, and the cruise paperwork and that kind of thing, I would like to say that we would never leave anything that we find valuable or that we don't want lost or stolen in our checked bags. So that would include things like jewelry, watches, or cash, credit cards, anything that you would find irreplaceable. What you could do is keep all of this on your own person with a money belt or in a secure spot on your carry on or somewhere difficult to access on your clothing. So, also includes things like your house keys, your car keys, or other irreplaceable things. Again, if something's really important to you, don't take a chance and leave something in checked luggage. Kirk and I carry our laptops with us. They're so valuable to us because without them, we wouldn't be able to do these YouTube videos for you. So they do go in a carry on. We wouldn't dream of leaving our laptop with a porter to be checked. Have you seen how some of that luggage gets treated? We have had on numerous cruises had our luggage come to us damaged, stained, broken, or even partially open. So, with our laptops, we also keep the items that we need with it, such as adapters, charging devices, cords, USBs, passwords, phone numbers, and that kind of thing. Which brings me to number 4. Medications and essential prescriptions are very important to leave out of your checked luggage as well. You may see your luggage right away, or you may not. So don't rely on the timing of others or assume that everything will go smoothly. If you need medication or prescriptions, have it on you, or at least a little bit extra with you just in case. By not having something important like your medication, it could quickly turn into a stressful situation that could even turn into a full blown emergency. We've seen it with our own 2 eyes. I say that because the boarding day is usually very stressful and tiring for many people. already in the first place. Now, there are some medical things that you should probably check into in advance of your sailing. So, when it comes to things like medical oxygen, for example, I know that lines that like Holland America, they won't allow you to pack it and that you must carry it onto the ship yourself. I personally think that you should be really careful with these mandatory things like medication and just take your own responsibility for it, as it's very unlikely if it gets lost that there will be no way for you to get what you need. So please double check with the cruise line. Number 5, don't pack liquids in your checked luggage. There are things that would stress me out if something happened in my suitcase. So let me tell you about a time that we had to pack to switch cabins on the same ship. We packed all of my clothes into a case, and in it, we threw in a bottle of wine and a couple of beers. We were literally going down one deck and a couple of cabins over. And when the porter delivered our bags, we discovered that one of the beers exploded inside of the suitcase. And yes, my clothes ended up needing all to be washed all over again. So, my point is don't pack perishable items or liquids that may leak or get broken or damaged during transit of your suitcase. You just never know. Number 6. Now, I know this one may sound obvious, but I have to say it because people seem to pack these kinds of things all the time and get caught. Do not pack and leave in your checked luggage things that would automatically get confiscated by the cruise line. Things like heating apparatuses, drones, fireworks, drugs, hard liquor, firearms, knives, extension cords. Cruise lines do screen the luggage, and there are strict rules listed by the cruise lines. You'll have to check for specific things with specific cruise lines that you're going on as to whether or not you can bring an item or not. For example, lithium batteries are banned in checked luggage. Bluetooth speakers have been banned on many cruise lines. Other things like Wi Fi routers, walkie talkies, mini or travel Starlink just don't get banned from the cruise line because of what you packed. Number 7, another thing that we never leave in our checked luggage is a change of clothes. So you finally arrived on the ship and you've been standing in line all morning. You're hot and you're sticky from all the waiting around. You just want to eat. Maybe you have just had a drink, but you're still in your traveling clothes. So for us, we like to change into something a little lighter. Depending on the weather and even our mood, we'll have set aside a different pair of shoes like sandals or a change of shorts or clothing, t-shirts, or even have a bathing suit ready so that we can start right away on the relaxation aspect of the cruise. Number 8, we also always have a small bag of toiletries that we have in our carry on. I don't know about you, but I like to feel refreshed so that we can brush our teeth, brush our hair, and freshen up before our luggage even arrives. So, this includes things like sunscreen and having your sunglasses too, which now brings me to number 9. Speaking of freshening up, we also have little Lysol packs in our carry on, as we just really like to make sure that our stateroom is ultra sanitized. We will re-clean the phone, the switches, the door handles, the TV remote, and that kind of thing before we get comfortable in our new cabin. So, what are some of the things that you never pack in your checked luggage? Did we miss anything? Let us know in the comments. Share your own tips and tricks in the comments below. We'll be happy to read and respond. So, coming up next, we're diving into how to get free drinks on a cruise without a drink package, and you don't want to miss that. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.